How's it going, guys? G1 Hextron here with Cybercast, and I am joined with Dakota, also known as PrimalSabbath, and Jaim, Victory Saber 77, and we're just going to be kind of talking about our Botcon 2014 experience. So, just kind of lay back. We have some things we want to make sure that we bring up. First, you guys want to introduce yourselves so people can find you? Dakota.
Dakota, you can find me everywhere at PrimalSabbath.
Jaim?
And I'm Jaim. You can find me YouTube and Twitter, Victory Saber 77.
All right, and you can find me G1 Hextron pretty much everywhere except for my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron. We also have our Cybercast network, so if you want to visit us on our website, we also have the Cybercast that we have every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to ever check that out, going to have a big show this coming weekend. You can find us on YouTube, Cybercast Network. Our webpage is cybercastnetwork.com. Our Facebook page is Cybercast Network, and our Twitter is CybercastNet. A couple of things that I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that we shout out a couple of people. One of the members of CybercastNetwork.com, he was able to join us, Dalton. If you want to go find him, he's going to be doing kind of this thing, his Botcon experience on his own YouTube channel, and that is Daltonians TFs. TFS. So I'll make sure I leave his link in the description. You guys can go follow it over there. Another shout out I wanted to give is to Chris Barrett with Barrett Prime Games, just because if you follow us on the Facebook page, Cybercast Network, he was posting, whenever we got new news and stuff like that, just because we weren't able to, obtain that or take care of that while we were at BotCon. He did us a really huge favor and kind of really stepped up to the plate. So big shout out to him, big thank you, and you can also find him at Barrett Prime Games. So, and before we kick it off, we also had another Chris Barrett. We kind of did our honorary Chris Barrett. I guess will be kind of our first funny story. I forget what day that was. We checked in. What was it? Wednesday.
That was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Okay. So we show up. We can't check in until 3, and we get there at like 10. So we're like, all right, let's go to the Target, and we wanted to buy some beer. We didn't know we were gonna have a mini fridge there, but we're like, let's find a cooler. You can get one of those foam ones so we can take it to the pool. It's only gonna be like $5-6. Go there. The cheapest one they have are those like igloo coolers that are like $20, and they just went more expensive than that. We kept on walking down the line or the aisle, and we see this bright pink, like 20-gallon, like just I don't know. It looked like one of those like little buckets where it comes with a shovel that you would like put it, a sandcastle when you were a kid out at the beach. But it's like 20 gallons and these huge like yellow rope handles, and we just named it Chris Barrett, out of honor. So
It kept our drinks cold the entire weekend.
Kept us hydrated throughout the entire ordeal.
That Chris Barrett. That's a swell guy, that Chris Barrett.
Yep.
Dakota, you got there first, so you arrived a day early. You want to tell us about that experience or the Hollywood, whatever you did?
Really just like on Tuesday, we both got there, and a buddy of mine that lives in Ventura came and picked us up, and he was like, you guys got to see Hollywood. I was like, I don't really care about Hollywood. I just want to go see, I just want to go to El Tepeyaca's Cafe and eat some really good Mexican food. And, well, we did that first, and we were walking downtown on the Walk of Fame or whatever, and see all the solicitors, and I really don't want to get into it.
It's okay to share. I've already got permission, so.
Okay, we got permission, okay. So it's
this is why you got to check out Altinians TFs, too.
He's got 2 really awesome CDs he's gonna review. It was my buddy John, and it was me, and then Dalton was behind us, and like how just if you've been to at least a mildly big city, people are on the side of the street, just trying to hand you stuff and trying to talk you into buying their crappy music, and so he was offering it to my buddy John, and of course John, he's been in Los Angeles or he's been in California for the last 2-3 years. Tried handing it off to me, and I was like, no, I've got common sense. And then like Dalton, I see Dalton there, and he's got his camera and everything like strapped to him, so he looks like a tourist, you know. Um, and and he's got his hand out, and he grabs the CD, and the guy's got him, and I look, you know, I saw John was kind of starting to break off from him. Yeah. So I run up and I get John, and I'm like, John, dude, come here. And we turn around, and then we see another guy walk up to Dalton with a CD, and Dalton takes that CD. And they both tell him, you know, oh yeah, these are $10 CDs, and he hands each of them $10.
I'm cousin with Drake, so it's good.
So he hands both of them $10, and me, you know, I'm just standing there, I'm like arms crossed, just like, And he comes up, he's like, man, I can't believe I fell for that. I was like, what did you fall for? It was a yes or no scenario. I was like, dog, dude.
Awesome CDs, dude.
I was like, yeah, we're in LA, man, just keep stepping. That's all you got to do, keep stepping.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not going to fall for that again. And 3 days later, he bought 3 more CDs. No, he didn't do that.
Every time we walked out of the gas station, he picked up their little CD.
Other than that, man, we just went. We probably got to the people that we were staying with Tuesday night, and anyways, and that was fun. We all drank and had a blast. I had In-N-Out Burger for the first time, so it was awesome. And that was Tuesday.
All right. Thursday, I guess, was the finally getting there and waiting, and we kind of shared the.
You guys got Wednesday. You guys got there Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, we got there Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got there Wednesday.
Dude, my brain. Oh god, yeah, my brain's fried. My brain is fried still. But Wednesday, a lot of waiting around for Dakota and stuff like that.
Walking around, trying to pass the time, and each time we looked at our watches, like, only 15 minutes. Oh, we still have like 4 more hours before we can check in. But yeah.
See, my Wednesday was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was in the custom class all Wednesday, and just Wednesday morning, just getting there, waiting. We go and we sit down, and I'll have some stuff up on the because I'm not doing an article or anything this week. For those who may be like curious and sad about that. The following week I'm doing the kind of overview, at least that I had for this Botcon, kind of like the last countdown to Botcon articles. And then the following week I'm going to do an article on the custom class, so 3 weeks from now. And I was able to get a bunch of pictures, but sitting in there, and then I knew the rumors were a Cybertron figure from Cybertron with that was a Prime, and so we all kind of figured it was the Cybertron Jungle Planet Optimus Prime. We thought it would be Ape Link, so we were all just kind of expecting Ape Link, and they pull it up and they reveal Primal Prime, and it was just really awesome. A lot of fun, very long hours, learning kind of the tricks of the trade, I guess. It was all really, really cool. Then I picked up my box set that night as well, and that was nice to not have to, just an extra 2 hours, 3 hours I could have shaved on Thursday. I shaved from Thursday, so I wouldn't have had to do it.
Yeah.
But
I picked up a sunburn on Wednesday. That was fun.
Oh, that's right. The parts parties on Tuesdays and Wednesday. The parts party on Tuesday, it was just Mega Toy Fan and Captured Prey, and they didn't really have a whole lot of stuff out. It was because they were rotating stock, or at least Mega Toy Fan was. But Wednesday, I was really digging the parts parties because I was finding this new second generation of wreckers, and I got all but one, sadly.
See, Wednesday we stayed at the pool pretty much the whole time until it was time to, go to the parts party and stuff like that. But two other things at Target. One, everyone knows that for 3 months I was looking for that Terminator cockroach for the TMNT line, and Jaim found it, picked it up for me, and shipped it to me. Well, when we got there, there were 9 of them. And they're just all just sitting there. And then today when I got home, I go to my local Walmart and they have 3. I'm like, all right, whatever. Been looking for 3 months. for this guy. I don't know what the deal was with that. The other thing is, there was an end cap of like sunscreen and all that. We're sitting there for like a couple minutes, just so we get it, or not, and be like, I don't know. Next time you're sitting there contemplating, you're going to be at the pool and out in the sun, whether sunscreen's a good idea, just get it.
Just buy it.
Because,
yeah.
That was
Jaim and I looked
awesome.
like a couple lobsters.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Or at least rotate yourself when you're out there bathing, sunbathing and stuff. Flip yourself over a couple times.
Don't just fry it.
But,
Make sure you get the bacon.
So yeah, it was a little warm on that day.
Oh,
Dakota,
you want to share the soft hands story?
Oh man, what was that? That was Thursday, wasn't it?
I guess, but it involved the sunscreen. That way we don't have to do it again. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was that. I think it was the club store was about to open for us, or it was way before anything really started on Thursday, and so sure enough, freaking Josh, I want to go sit by the pool. Well, it's pool time, all freaking weekend pool time. Anyways, I digress. He goes, Dakota, you got soft hands? I said, no. James? No. Okay, you guys both got working hands? He goes, Dalton, you ever done any hard work? I was like, He goes, all right, good, soft hands.
No, he looked at it. He looked at his hands.
He starts, yeah? I throw him down, take my shirt off and back up to him, put it on my back.
Dude, Dalton, I have a feeling that the trip wouldn't have been as fun or awesome without Dalton. It was just, it was cool. He'll be able to explain his side of the story. So you guys can just go from there. Wow, these Cybercast guys are jerks. No.
It sounds like we just used and abused Dalton.
That's why so many other people just came up and said hi and got it off. All right, I guess Thursday. What do we do? I don't remember.
We waited again.
Was it full time?
It was the waiting game.
Yeah, you guys waited until 6 o'clock, man. 5 o'clock, I was in the club store line. Picked up 6 sets of those clone the Autobot or the Decepticon clones, Pounce and Wingspans, and then 3 of the other sets because that was the limit. And I was like, well, worst case scenario, if I can't sell these, which nothing sold out this year except for the box set, I'll just put them with the other sets that I've proxied for people. And Josh was like, hey, man, I want one of those sets to sell or whatever. I said, okay, cool.
I don't think I did, but all right.
You asked me for one of those sets to sell, and I said, okay, because I'll get to buy some more Saturday.
Okay.
And anyways, and then basically after that, it was just another night of let's go find something to do, let's go find something to eat. But picking up having all the figures there was really nice, seeing everything, how it turned out.
Yeah. I mean, the line wasn't too bad Thursday for us Primus package attendees, but
oh man, when
it was okay.
Ticket, though, nothing beat it.
$300 though. I didn't see my money out of it.
Wait till I start talking about Saturday night.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. But Wednesday or Thursday night was that the night? Which night did we go have sushi?
That was Thursday. We had sushi during the day.
Did we?
Yeah.
Or it was like a dinner or whatever.
No, I thought it was Wednesday.
Or evening. It was Wednesday. I think it was. We actually
Wednesday,
had one of our subs come in too as well.
We had Mexican.
Are you sure it wasn't Mexican? No, we had Mexican Friday because that's when we ran into Paul. No. Friday we didn't do anything because of the
studios.
Well, the point is the sushi place.
Yeah.
All right.
Sushi place was grubbing.
Okay, so first thing is whenever happens all the time. I gotta think, Dakota. I know it happens every time I hang out with you. It happens, but they walk out with this tray this lady, and it's not the same one that took the order. So they're like, okay, we have whatever California roll. Dakota's like, here. I was like, we have this, and he's like, here. I was like, here, this, here. It's like there's like nothing left on the tray. It's completely empty, and there's like, what was it, like 5 of us still sitting there with just like our chopsticks in our hands.
There's
more back there.
Yeah, it was either one. You or Dalton's. Like there was one thing left on that tray, and then she said, she was about to put it down next to me. And then one of you raised your hand.
No,
she goes, "Oh, okay."
Yep.
Then he goes, "Oh, I'm getting this too. The what is it? Where he's out there on the little grill thing or whatever."
The fried rice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Oh no, it was like fried rice, chicken, steak. I got a couple shrimps, some
Shrimp.
veggies. Oh, this stuff was good. That place was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, seeing it firsthand, I mean, I've heard the stories, and then like, wow. You just
We have a
kinda
couple
sit there
places
and
like that here at home, but it was like, dude, so good there, so much better.
Yeah. I mean, it was good enough I ate there twice, so I mean, it was good.
That's that Chinese takeout that I had was really awesome too. Their sushi was really good, so whatever that's worth.
Who wants to share the penny thing?
The penny story. You can share the penny story.
The penny tip.
Jamie. Yeah. All right. So at the end, we're and like a lot of you probably might be servers or waiters and stuff like that. So don't get mad here. Everything was taken care of.
Yeah, we took care of yeah.
But Dalton, he's a younger guy. He's 18, so he hasn't been in the workforce a long time. So doesn't I guess no one ever told him about the whole tipping thing. And whenever they came out, we're all taking care of him. We're like, hey, keep that, or hey, it's all good. Whenever we hand it to him. And then Dalton's getting his cash, and then he starts digging in his hand for change. And like the whole time, I was like, all right, you're getting out change, because if you can give exact, then you're not getting more change back, which just makes your pockets heavier. So, all right. And I don't know what it was, but I guess it was like something 49. So hands like 2 quarters, and it says, "Oh, and you can keep the penny."
You can keep the penny.
And it was the thing that made it funny is it was kind of like, I'm doing you a favor, but it was because he didn't know better. So it was hilarious though. There, I loved it. We started like kind of clowning him. There was like a couple of pennies left in the bathroom.
Dude, Josh started snickering Josh started snickering like a 10-year-old girl after that. He couldn't help it.
I almost blew all my drink all over the little grill there.
It was funny. It came out of left field too, which was just like, okay, really? That's the tip, penny? But, and then you bought something at Target, Dakota, and you're like, "Oh no, ma'am, you can keep the 10 cents." And we're like, "No, man, that's like totally." That's a bag. They're 10 cents bags. You could have bought yourself a bag with that 10 cents.
And then I was like, this lady's a cashier, and she just got 1,000% larger tip than the guy that was the waitress or the waitress at the grill place. But everybody got taken care of.
Yeah.
So,
especially the Target lady. Yeah.
Let's see. Thursday.
I think we just covered Thursday. Yeah, we just covered Thursday.
Yeah.
Was that the? I think.
We had dinner with Optobotomist though Thursday, which was cool. Mexican.
Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Late. Like
Yeah. Big thanks to him. He actually. We closed that place down. He actually took the bill and everything like that. So big thanks to
and
Paul or Optobotomist, however you guys know him.
And you're not gonna get away with this one, Josh. You're not gonna slip through these cracks.
Yeah.
He was just
We're only cracking on other people.
Josh, Josh is giving this poor waitress like the hardest time.
Yeah.
Like doesn't know what he's really wanting or asking for or whatever. And God, then she comes around and Paul's just like, you know what, dude, just let me order for you. Just let me order for you. And she comes back around and is like, hey, can we all just kind of have our own hot sauce? Just our own hot sauce? And,
We don't
you
have to
know, of
order
course,
yet. We
like,
are ready to order.
and there's 4 of us there that aren't even eating our hot sauce.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Couldn't have been like, hey, so she brings everybody a hot sauce, and we all just
Everyone.
hand him. He's got like 10 little bitty cups of salsa right in front of him, and he's not even touching it.
Yeah,
I was using.
And of
Well, I
course,
thought she
Paul
would
was
just
there.
say yes. I thought she would just say yes and then take the order and bring it out whenever. But she was like, "Oh yeah," and then left. And I was just like, "Who does it? Who's like, yeah?" And then just goes get some salsa and then comes back for the order.
Yeah, she's like, you don't want what these guys have or something to that nature, and then she took off, and we're all thinking, oh great, we're gonna get a little something extra in our food now, or something when we got it.
We,
But it all
man,
worked
that
out.
was Paul was like, you know, don't pay attention to him. He's kind of a dick. And then the lady was like, oh yes.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, and the people that come up, I guess it's just big in California, where they're like, "You guys want me to take a picture and give you some free postcards?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is that with the
That's the hook.
restaurant? Hey, you
Yeah.
get a complimentary postcard. You mind if I take your picture? Oh, sure. And then he comes back with these framed pictures. Like, oh yeah, they're like $10 a piece now. Like,
It's like a painted mural.
yeah.
It's just all.
And then we tell them no, and they wasted that freaking that analog photo. I can't remember. I can't think of the name of like an actual photo that's not digitally printed and rendered. Anyways, and then like the frame and all that other stuff. So that was hilarious.
Jaim, he was like, meeting Paul in person, really think he's a cool guy, and I love the fact that he just busted Dakota's balls.
Yeah,
like,
he was busting you like crazy. Princess.
And y'all were sitting on opposite ends of the table too, so that was great.
Just gotta sit back and just watch it. It was great. I liked it, but yeah. So and it was good food. It was good food there too. I enjoyed that place. That whole mall situation across from the Pasadena Convention Center with all the shops and the movie theaters, but all the restaurants in there, it was just perfect. It was all just good.
I think it's a great location. Any location that they decide to go forward with needs to have some kind of setup like that. Let's see. Like, I'm going to give you an example. If they did it in Dallas again, it doesn't need to be at the Hyatt or I call it Reunion Tower just because Dallas is kind of like my home. A place to actually do it that would be cool. To have something like that would be maybe at the Galleria, which is kind of North Dallas. I don't know how many people are familiar with it, but it's got like a huge mall and it's got all these food courts, all these restaurants. It's got a hotel built in. Then there's like other hotels like right next to it. So, and it's on the main road there, Dallas Tollway, to where it would take you 5 minutes to get to downtown. So I think that would be a really good location, but it needs to be something like that, where whatever city they decide to do it at, or if they want to do it in Pasadena at that same location, that's fine. But I really like the way that was set up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also saw on Thursday that cool Ratchet, if you remember, when we were crossing over to go to the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, one Ratchet. And the guy hands us like freaking business cards, and he's like, yeah, it's awesome. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van. I was like, you don't do this for a living, do you? He didn't answer me though.
But it was pretty cool though.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up, I took a lot of video. So on a lot of these days, I didn't attend as many panels as everyone else. It was a couple of panels that uh, I went to. I went to the Hasbro and I went to the G1 panel with Jaim. But I was taking pictures and recording video the whole time, and I have probably about 25, maybe 30 videos. Probably about 30 videos, and they're all on this little guy right here. And for some reason, last night it read that the SD card damaged.
Oh.
It was like perfect, fine, right before, and then all of a sudden it's like it's damaged now.
Like at the airport.
So I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Basically, real quick though, I would like to say on Wednesday night I was hanging out at the Pappy's Collectibles Parts Party room, and a guy that was just kind of helping out Fun Pub, one of the volunteers walked in there, and we were talking about what the exclusives were and so on and so forth, and he said, oh, by the way, they were going to do a sticker sheet for the Microns that came with Pounce and Wingspan. I said, really? And he pulls out a thick stack of them, and he said, yeah. I said, I want. And he said they were $2 a pop, so I bought one of them. Didn't think I would be stuck with an additional Pounce and Wingspan set because of, my boy Josh, or else I would have bought two of them. And then I get back to the hotel room, and Jaim and Dalton are like, well, we wanted one. So now I'm just like desperately trying to get in contact with that guy, just trying to find his contact information.
That reminds me of some other story. Yeah, I want the sticker sheet.
Oh yeah.
Come on, give the sticker sheet.
I don't. Speaking of sticker sheets, I don't really want to tell the other sticker sheet story to
Yeah.
keep it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, but like I was saying with the SD card, before Dakota went on some random story there, the SD card, I'm really gonna try to take it to Best Buy Geek Squad to see if they can recover. I don't know if they'll be able to, but that's if they can't, then you're not gonna get to see those videos, and I apologize because I that's what I did pretty much the whole time. So sorry about that, because I know we said that we were gonna have all those for all you guys.
I have a couple of videos, but I guess we'll get onto that when we move to Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
Quickly though, we went to the parts party, Josh. You need to tell the story about you in what was the first parts room we went into that we kind of stumbled upon?
Wait,
what was that again? The parts party. Remember the one that we went to? I think it was on Thursday. What? No, was it No, it was Wednesday. We went to a parts party. We stumbled across it. You remember? You found a lot of stuff in there.
Well,
that guy's.
Okay, yeah.
You need to tell the story, Josh, about the whole Cyclonus thing. And
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh, the now and then collectibles or whatever.
I don't collect really Generations figures, but now that I see that Hasbro's jumped it up, I mean, you look at some of the Hasbro stuff and you look at the third party and you're like, this Hasbro is an acceptable figure and it looks good and I'm gonna enjoy it. Why pay the whatever $100 price point that the third party is? So Hasbro's really stepping it up and giving us the fans what we want. And I started looking at the Cyclonus, and more and more, I was like, I really want that Reveal the Shield Cyclonus. And I was like, you know what? That's one of the things that I'm going to be looking for. And I told that because I thought I was amongst friends. So out in the open. And, it's like if Dakota said, I really want a green Ramulus, and then Jaim buys one and just be like, no, I got this for me. It's like, I was looking for that. So we go into that parts party, and Dalton comes up to me and says, hey, look, man, I just found this. And, puts the bag of Cyclonus right in my face. I was like, oh, thanks, dude. And I start to grab it. He goes, oh, no. I bought this for me. I was like, what? That's the last time. And then, other days he would ask me, so what are you going to try to buy today? I was like, I'm not telling you. So they're all cleaned out.
Our wants list became a secret from everyone now.
And it was so
Start
funny because Josh was like, it looked like you just handed him, like a buffet whenever he was like starving or something, and then just took it away, like
Just kicked him right there.
taking candy from a baby. Quite literally is what that looked like.
Yep.
I mean, it was just awesome.
Yeah, and to see that
give him a
like
hard time
Josh was
about
getting
that.
into chug, I'm like, oh, Josh is gonna get into chug, and then we had him suckered in, we had him, there, and then all of a sudden, no, we take it away, and it was like, oh my goodness. But
Tell you what he did get into though. We can wait till
yeah.
the Sunday portion.
I don't know what I got in. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
think I drink every night.
You got into
Yeah.
something on Wednesday with your stuff there, Dakota. If you follow Josh, we got inundated with 1,000 tweets every day of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You had fun
Oh, yeah,
playing with Botcon
Guys,
toys.
I apologize for. No, well, not really. I mean, some of you guys enjoyed it, but I wanted to make sure I put it on Facebook and Twitter whenever I posted a picture, and I probably took like 400 something pictures. But somebody, was it Dalton, went into a panel, and I guess he had his phone turned off. He comes out, he's like, "Dude, I have like 200 something text messages," because I guess he gets like automatic text whenever like I tweet or something. And I was like, "Yeah, you might want to turn that off, or make sure you get unlimited text, whatever you want to do, because that's probably a bad idea."
Yeah, dude, we
All right, you
lost
wanna move
Josh
on?
for like 6 hours each day taking pictures. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
All right, I noticed there's like a little bit of lag. So, all right, which day? What are we on? Universal Studios.
Friday.
Friday. We're on Friday, yeah.
Okay, Friday. It was pretty awesome. I know Jaim and I, we rode Jurassic Park, and we did the tour as well,
Yeah.
which was it was nice.
Right after we had
Before
Johnny
Universal
Rotten.
Studios, though. Before Universal Studios, we had the dealer room though that opened. Correct?
Yes.
It was Friday. So that was pretty amazing. To see all those toys and everything just everywhere going back
In one
time.
place.
It seemed like, yeah. Granted, I didn't find a lot of the stuff I really was looking for, but it was really cool to see a nice variety, and not just in the Transformers world, but you saw Marvel, you saw G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and stuff like that, and such. But it was a really
I actually
nice-looking
found
deal.
about half of my list in there. I think there's only just a few more pieces left, and then I'll be done. I was unfortunately didn't find the harder to find ones, which sucks. But maybe next year, maybe on eBay sometime. Still ever vigilant.
Well, what if we tell you that we found a green Ramulus?
Oh man!
I'm never gonna believe a
You
word
don't
you
have
say.
the card doesn't work. Damn, that was a good video too.
Yeah, we did a prank on, and like Jaim and I had actually talked about this for like a week before Botcon. I was like, dude, we got to do this, and like someone's got to be like, dude, we found this, but we have to be very convincing. And it was like, I was just kind of, I made sure that I wasn't talking to Dakota, but I was talking to Jaim. I was like, Jaim, how much was that green Ramulus? He was, I think it was like $350. I was like, yeah, that's what it was. And like Dakota heard this, and he's like, wait. And I was like, oh, no, it's not the first row. It's like, it's not the first row or the second, but that, if you're counting this. So I made sure that I was like being very specific, just so that he would like fall for it. And I was like, oh, we got him.
The row that he was
started
talking
pulling
about,
my camera out.
The Japanese guys were selling like some of the harder to find Beast Wars stuff. So I was like, hell yeah. How come I didn't see it didn't see it earlier before today or whatever?
Yeah, you were on a mission. You just put your out. You were gone. You just beelined it to the door, and then we just started.
And I had my camera out, which he's not thinking anything because I pretty much had my my camera out the whole time anyway, the whole trip. So it looked normal, and I just got it pointed at him while it's in my hand. I was like, dude, where are you going? He's like, I'm gonna go get it. I was like, I was like, "Do you even know where it's at?" He was like, "I was like, are you going to spend on?" I said, $350, right? I was like, "Yeah. I mean, it'll probably maybe go down. I'm buying it. I bought it." Then I said, "Are you?" And then I lost my shit. I couldn't hold it in much longer.
Give it anymore,
I knew that. Oh, because I knew
I
that
had
if he
so
made it
much
into that
fun.
dealer room, he would be shoving kids to the side trying to get there.
Dude, I would have been trucking through that place.
The smile that happened when we said that because
And I didn't have any money. Like, that's what sucked. What sucked is I had no money, and I was going to I was just gonna put it on the credit card, and that would have been just $1,100 that I had to pay later and whatever. I was gonna buy it.
Yeah, that was that. I think that probably was better than Josh not getting the Cyclonus. Just seeing Dakota light up. Oh, really? And just like, I'm gonna book in there. I'm gonna go, and then all of a sudden, no, you guys are messing with me, and just it just went down like, oh. I think we're just gonna get our asses kicked right now.
By the way, and that was
like,
what was that?
You
Was that
saw Dakota just kind of here go to his highest point and then hit his rock bottom.
Was that a Saturday deal? Yeah, I think that was a Saturday deal, wasn't it?
Was it Saturday?
Anyways,
Yeah, that was Sunday.
That happened Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Friday in the dealer room, I picked up a 2-pack with Beast Wars Randy. The gold, like basically the worst gold plastic syndrome toy ever.
Mm-hmm.
And freaking, I can't remember. Did all of you ask me if I was going to open it or something like that? I said no. You guys don't want the rest of the weekend to be terrible.
Yeah.
For you. And that reminds us, like, whenever we were walking into Orson's room on one of those nights, and he had a Black Zarek and an Overlord and a Desaurus. That was all pretty tight.
Yeah.
He was about to, like, open that stuff up, and I was like, oh, well, see you later, Brad. Maybe.
Yeah. We were getting a little rowdy and during the parts party. Got security on us a couple times, telling us to quiet down and whatnot.
What was funny is was it Paul or Dakota? One of you guys pointed out. I was like, I noticed that the security doesn't come to these people's parties until like we get there, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we noticed that you're having a parts party and you're being loud. Try to be quiet, but
yeah. Well, we have to remember that there was a crafts show going on at the same time at the Pasadena convention along with Botcon,
so there was a lot of people in bed by like 7 p.m.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
you can definitely tell the Botcon goers from the craft show people.
Really, they seem to have blended in just fine.
Well, dude, one had a walker and the other one didn't. So.
On Friday, dude, someone walked in the craft show exhibition. And he just looked around. He goes, "Where are all the effing robots at?" And then just turned around and walked out.
He's on Twitter. He's on Twitter. Worst Botcon ever.
And then like the dude like literally just hours after that, like there were signs that were pointing out, crafts market, Botcon. Like they had security set up at each one so that way like no Botcon goers could go into the crafts deal and none of the crafts people could walk into the dealer's room because I'm sure they got trampled over and it was like Black Friday all over again. But that was pretty funny.
Anything before we get into Universal Studios?
No, I mean,
trying to do it day by day so people can kind of get an experience. Recorded everything, but unfortunately, yeah, I mean we've been jumping back and forth anyway, but it was my first time to Universal Studios. We did the tour ride. It was fine.
Yeah.
They a couple little ride feature things. I think that the Kingdom thing was fine. A lot of then I forget what else we did. Jurassic Park. That was a fun ride. I enjoyed that.
Too short.
And I did that with Jaim. Yeah, it was. And the Transformer ride, obviously, it was pretty sweet. I did that with.
Real quick,
Dakota.
before we got on that Transformers ride, Dalton was like, "Well, I heard it was a lot more intense than that tour ride, a bunch of shaking and stuff." He goes, "I hope I don't get sick." I was like, "Well, Josh is sitting in the middle now because if you notice, it was me, then you, then Dalton." And I made sure I wasn't going to get thrown up on. It was a fun ride. It was really awesome. No problem, man. You're my boy, Blue. The whole after all that, really, it was just the history of the Dinobots sort of panel, and they covered a bunch of stuff, and like a lot of stuff they showed was from like forever ago. Like they showed the Fall of Cybertron trailer, and at the very end of it, Grimlock transforms and breathes fire. Everyone in the freaking building just lost their minds, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, guys, didn't we see that like 2 years ago? You didn't lose your mind then? But some little words that came up on the screens. If I'm not mistaken, they had the MSTF guys doing that, and it was pretty funny. We'll have a video of that up somewhat soonish on the Cybercast Network YouTube channel. That was me. The Stan Bush concert was good. There were only like 2 songs that I recognized at the very end, and I may put that on my channel because I don't think we want
to. Dare and Touch.
Yeah, it was Dare and the Touch. So.
There's a reason why those are the 2 at the end. I mean, that's the ones that all the fans know.
Everyone, so. Yeah. If we would have opened with that, everyone would have just left. But
going back.
Stan Bush got inducted into the Hall of Fame, which was neat. And so did RC and Hot Rod, Rodimus, whatever. And that was pretty cool. That was really well worth it. Maybe next year, Optimus Primal. Maybe next year.
And Jaim and I we went to pool time again.
Drink. Yeah, it was pool time. Every day was pool time.
It was Jaim, I, and Chris Barrett.
Well.
You want to bring us into the next day? Yeah, go ahead.
Saturday was just really all that was for me was autographs. I wanted to do panels so bad, but it was like, first round of autographs was like Susan Blue, Samantha Newark, oh goodness, what was her? Morgan Lofting, and James Roberts. And of course, I went back in line. Susan Blue was like, "Hey," because she remembered me from the lip piercing and the overall. I've committed federal offenses look, and then Samantha Newark, Morgan Lofting. I get to James Roberts, and I was like, "Dude, it's so awesome seeing you here. You're like, you're story writing legend." And he goes, "Wow, thank you for someone that recognized me, someone that knows me. Just hang around here for a little bit." So that was really cool. Second round of autographs was the Rescue Bots people, and I just wanted to get Steve Bloom's autograph. That's all I cared for. So I'm in line for 45 minutes, finally get to the front, and what they did was, since there were 8 of them, 2 to each table, they said, okay, you just go to a table, and then whichever one opens up next, you just do that. So the line ends, there was a little chain right there where the line ended. Well, Steve had a freaking line in between the table and the chain of people that just wanted to go up to him. And I looked at the guy, I was like, "Look, dude, I'm really just here for Steve Bloom's autograph." He goes, "Okay, just go ahead and get in the Steve line." I was like, "Yes!" So that was really cool. Steve Bloom was hilarious. After that, I went to the hotel room, rested up a bit, and that was really it. Bought some more stuff in the dealer room, and if you guys want to go on to that, I can go on to Golden Ticket reception because that was awesome.
Well, we got a little bit more. Okay, yeah. I wanted Jaim to also share his autograph experience where he just wanted, one. I forgot who it was, but then he had to do this whenever you walk by.
Yeah, I kind of felt like a dick towards the other 3 because I'm in line with Dakota, and I I bought the previous day the 2001 Botcon RC, dirt cheap, $100 sealed, and I was going to get her to sign it, but I didn't have anything for Samantha Newer. I didn't bring my comic book or anything like that for anyone to sign, so I felt kind of bad, like I'm just here for you, and then I beelined it out of there. I was hoping, let's keep a crowd up there so they're busy and I can just kind of sneak away and get out of there. But
she makes eye contact.
So
looks at you.
But I went to the Rescue Robots panel, and because that was right before. Was that right before Hasbro?
Yeah, it was right before Hasbro.
So
I walked into Hasbro.
Yeah, so I was listening to like Steve Bloom and all the other cast members, and they're talking about why they were going the Dinobot route and stuff like that. But it was really cool to see them play off of each other and stuff. But that Hasbro panel was really nice.
It's funny because Steve was he was literally the Peter Cullen this year, because he was him and David Kay, they were the only ones with one-day autographs, and so the lines were just stupid crazy for both of them.
I was recording stuff. The Hasbro panel was awesome. You can't take pictures in there, even though you saw one, but they'll eventually get released. But a lot of cool things, and I was tweeting it on the Cybercast Network Twitter account, so if you want to see all that stuff, I was live tweeting it. You can check it out there, because I'm not going to remember everything. And we'll talk on this coming week Cybercast as well. But you want to talk about the golden ticket?
Yeah, I was going to say I also went to the Collectors Club Roundtable panel that day, and I was live tweeting from there, and then very shortly when I got back to the hotel room, put up pictures and the list of who all the exclusives are going to be for Figure Subscription Service 3.0, so you can go to cybercastnetwork.com and check that out too. I was able to take pictures, luckily, in that panel. So golden ticket reception, man, it started off just awesome. Before it even started off, it very much like my Gary Chalk story. Susan Blue was walking in there, and she said, "Hey guys," and just a few of us, we waved hey, and we're walking over towards her, and she said, "Can I trouble any of y'all for a light?" And of course, like some of the guys that grew up with G1 were like, and of course I'm like running over there just as fast as I can, and which was probably I don't know, double my walking speed. And I was struggling to get her a lighter, and my buddy Jim walks up, and he just reaches down in his pocket, and I have my lighter out, and I have it lit, and he's over me with his lighter. I'm waving this thing around, thank goodness not burning her, and then like trying to blow the fire on his out, and so finally lit her cigarette up. And we hung out there for a minute, and she shared with us a couple of stories, and anyways, we walked down to the deal, and I said, Susan, if you want to come in here and grab something to eat real quick before we start, you can. They did that, and we were all just kind of hanging out, and they opened the doors, and Pete showed us like the lithograph. I did not bring back in my luggage with me. I packed it in a box so it would stay flat, with all the signatures on, and it looks really cool. So we came in there, and I'm expecting hors d'oeuvres. That's what the thing says, hors d'oeuvres, but it was like a full-service buffet. And just excellent food. They had Asian food, and then they had like Mexican food, and then there was like vegetarian, I guess like Thai food, and it was really good. They had unsweet tea, like lemonade, and then they had a full-service bar. So I'm like tearing up Asian and Mexican food because like those are my two favorites. I'm like plates are stacking, and they had these little bitty cubed pieces of chocolate cake, and there had to have been drugs in them. Absolutely had to have been drugs in them. They were so awesome. And anyways,
they weren't gonna do just hors d'oeuvres, and then they saw that you signed up for the golden ticket, and they're like, "We can't do this anymore. Bring the buffet."
No, they're not going to do that next year because they're going to be like, "Oh God, that Dakota PrimalSabbath. No, we can't do this buffet thing. We got to stick to hors d'oeuvres."
He tries to order his golden ticket, and he keeps on getting blocked.
But
But
That's cool though.
yeah, and then we I was standing by the bar, and David K was talking, and Susan Blue and David K were talking, and everyone was talking with each other, and Susan walks up to the bar and she says, you know, I'm not gonna say what she ordered, but she ordered a drink, and I said, no, 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 I got this, like a true gentleman. So bought her a drink, and we were all just kind of hanging out, and she, you know, she was telling funny stories, David was telling funny stories. Then she goes, you want to sneak outside and grab another smoke? I said, absolutely. So we walked out there. I said, look, this is probably the only chance I'm going to get to ask you this, but do you remember Botcon 2001? And she said, yeah. I said, you did a little recording on a little bitty voice chip way back then. I was like, can I get you to do that same exact thing? And I had the voice recorder on my phone. And she said, absolutely. And she did it for me. Really awesome. Like, that was just super cool. She used to actually live and work where I live. And we got to talking a little bit, and turns out she hung out with my best friend's grandfather way back in the day. So really small world type of stuff. It was super awesome. Just, man, she easily the most awesome, in my opinion, celebrity that showed up at that convention. James Roberts was awesome too, and David and Steve and Hal and Jack, and they were all just I mean, absolutely all of them were awesome. It was a really fun night. Then we went to the Botcon retrospective panel, things that almost made it to us and things that didn't even have a chance to make it to us.
Yeah.
And that was really, really awesome, seeing all of that. And they pointed out the Botcon 7 that were in the room, and I got a little video of that, which again, that was something that was really awesome.
Yeah. That was cool. I just wish we could have taken some pictures in there, but Pete said if we took pictures, he would never do it again.
Yeah,
or so if it leaked out onto the internet and stuff. So
he said we could take notes. So I had 1% battery life left, hoping that my phone wouldn't die. I'm just like shortcutting all these words on my phone, so I'm hoping whenever I bring it back up to put it on, put it on the website, I can at least understand what I meant. So.
Like, what language is this? What else?
I think that was it for Saturday.
Well, they had the mystery theater thing, whatever.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't able to make it to that.
Dalton and I stayed for a little bit of that, which was just basically the movie, the '86 movie. And stuff. So.
Oh yeah, we went to the bar,
Cybertron
the bar hangout.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like, that was really fun.
Yeah, just chill, and met another Cybercast fan. Met quite a few of you guys, which was really cool. A lot just came up and just like, hey, I just want to say hi, fan of the show, and then took off, which totally cool. Some we sat down and we talked with for a bit. We took some pictures and stuff like that. So really cool meeting everyone. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. There was one guy that was there that had a custom Beast Hunters Optimus Prime.
That's another one.
And do what?
Oh, I was saying, that's that's another one that came up as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was painted up as a victory saber, and it looked really good, really awesome. He was another just really cool guy. He was from Singapore, and that was really awesome. Other than that, I think that was it for
Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, kick off. Since I'm like a lag thing here, so go ahead and kick off.
Sunday was kind of droll. More autographs. It was mostly because I'd forgotten to get my my club Astro Train that I bought, signed by Jack Angel on Friday. I had to go back and do it Sunday, and anyways, that was hilarious. The David K line, I found a mint and sealed box Ultra Class Beast Wars Megatron for him to sign. He signed that. And then, I was in such a pinch. I wasn't able to do anything Sunday, and it sucked. Because I actually had Jaim wait in line in the Jack Angel line for me while I was at the UPS store trying to ship some souvenir sets that I bought for people off to them. And then, very shortly after I got that, got that signed, I had to run back up to the hotel room to get that Megatron and all of our stuff and put it in the storage room and check out, and then I had to get in line for David K. and then did that, had to take that back in the box. Then I had to go to FedEx. Sunday was just it was too much for me. There was too much I had to do. I wasn't really able to enjoy any panels or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, Jaim and I went to the G1 panel.
Well, before that, we went to the IDW. We kind of snuck in there while they were still talking, which was kind of cool. It was kind of informative.
Maybe a 6-shot soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bringing back the character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So maybe Hasbro don't keep on making all these IDW, like IDW does it. They like it. We're coming out with a toy. Don't skip my boy, okay? He needs to be done.
Now you want all the IDW stuff to get done.
And they said stuff about spotlights and anthologies and stuff like that, that they're not opposed to doing it, but they're not like in the works and stuff like that. But
which is good. Keep this more than meets the eye, robots in the skies thing going.
Also, you're going to get more from
like the senators are coming back or something to that too.
And they're also, I think, here in the near future, where you're going to go see Her Colony and just kind of see all that, whatever. I don't read the comics on it. Wasn't really. Huh?
I said in the comments, Dalton said he just got home. That's crazy, man. That was like, oh my goodness, that was freaking, what, 24 hours ago?
From the Botcon?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it says, hey guys, just got home, and like that's what I'm thinking.
Layover? I got home at 6:30 this morning.
Yeah, so did we. Oh wow, it took all that long to get out of DFW.
Well, I was sitting there for the luggage rack for forever, and then I just was like, where's my bag? Because I started seeing that it started with a new plane, and I'll look over, they put my luggage on the wrong rotating thing. They put it on the other one, and it was just like sitting over there. I was like, well, thank God no one took this, because it had some of my stuff in there, and my clothes and stuff. But
I got home at 9:30.
I finally found that.
That was nice.
Yeah, must be nice.
But I didn't have to change, times. You guys are Central Standard Time. I'm still Pacific, and it was only a 2-hour flight, a little over 2 hours for me. So.
Yeah, and our flight was delayed too.
That change in times thing's rough. I always heard about jet lag, but never knew how much it sucked.
Oh, Jaim, why don't you tell some? Just because I'm having the lag thing going on right now, but the G1 panel and like kind of some of the funny stuff there. Jack Angel is they're all great, but I think Jack Angel is kind of the highlight just because he's older, he doesn't care, he'll say what he wants and doesn't care what you think type attitude. I thought it was awesome. It was funny.
Yeah. All four of them were great. I mean, Samantha Newark, really didn't fit in. Yeah, and it was really apparent. I mean, it was cool to have her there, but when they talked about her, it was more reference to Jem, because like Jack Angel, I guess I didn't know, but played her father in the Jem series, which was kind of cool, and his wife was actually her agent back in the day too, so they always constantly kind of saw each other and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But Jack Angel though was just hilarious for this little old guy who just speaks whatever's on his mind. And I mean, like, someone asked about Casey Kasem, like, do you have any like stories, talk, about him and stuff like that. And they, basically Jack said, oh, it's a really good guy. He's a really good guy, but he just flat out said, well, but he's not here anymore. He's taking a dirt nap. He's having a mud bath or whatever it was, or something of that nature.
Into the mud bath hotel.
And it was like funny, but we're like, it took the other guests by surprise, like, whoa. And I think it was Michael who stated, Michael McConaughey said, "Touched by an angel," right there, coming to you soon, and all this kind of stuff. And um, Jack has a lot of knowledge too, which I was really kind of surprised that. I mean, not surprised, but it was nice to hear. And he was like giving advice too, like you don't want to go into auditions trying to kill your voice or doing your voice work and stuff like that. And he actually said he heard his voice on one of the movies that he did. And his Samuel L. Jackson story was kind of funny too, where back in the day, I don't know how long ago it was, but he stated that out of actors who have, I guess it's a list on some website that has a list of like the top grossing, actors, whether it's voice actors and all that. And he said, I was on there. I was like number 4 because of the Disney movies he's done and stuff. And he got knocked down a little bit because Samuel L. Jackson kind of surpassed him. And I guess Samuel L. Jackson was interviewed at one of the cons a couple years ago, and someone asked him, "Hey, you just passed, Jack Angel, and you got Tom Cruise, and then you got Tom Hanks, but then you got Frank Welker." And Samuel L. Jackson's like, "Who's this Welker and Angel person?" And the guy's like, "Oh, they're voice acting." He said, "Oh, well, that's not really acting." So Jack Angel said, "Welker and me will challenge Samuel L. Jackson to an acting, contest or whatever it is," but he never showed up and stuff like that. And it was humorous to hear this old guy kind of just doing this type of stuff. And he loves it though. He loves the fact that he's done so many movies, but he can walk down the street and he's not recognized. You wouldn't know who he is because of the work he's done, because you don't see him on screen and stuff like that. So, but he is hilarious. He's down to earth. And what was it? The last question is like, if they were gonna reboot G1, would you come back and play your roles again? And Jack's like, yeah, if I'm getting money, if I'm getting paid, if I'm getting a paycheck, sure, I'll do it, because we provide a service, we get paid for it. It's like dirt.
He goes, I like money.
I like money and stuff, so it was good. It was funny, and it was nice to see. Hal said he moved away, got out of the business, went to Colorado, but now going back, I mean, he said his first con was last year or something to that nature, and he got back into it, and he said he moved back to Hollywood, wants to get back into the swing of things, and I thought that was pretty cool and stuff. So, but then Jack had to like rub it in though. It's like, I've been a disc jockey for so many years, and I only worked 3 hours, and one time I didn't get a lunch break. And he's just like rubbing it into like, he's like, yeah, I'm with a whole bunch of other guys who like work hard hours, 8 hours a day, and I mentioned that, and they just like want to just
they kick me
basically kick me out and stuff. See my hands? He's like, see my hands? There's no calluses, no nothing on them. I haven't worked that much at all in my entire life. Like, oh my goodness.
He's got Dalton hands. So.
Real quick, what I thought was awesome, in the Hal Rail, Jack Angel, and basically the G1 autograph line on Sunday, Hal Rail saw the Cybercast shirt, and he was like, that looks really cool. What's that for? And we told him that, well, it's our podcast that we do. And he said, oh, really? He's like, can I get one of those shirts? And of course, like without missing, not even thinking, well, absolutely you can. So he wrote down, his shipping information, and
that's cool.
We will have that shirt out to you quick if you happen to upon this. And that I thought was really awesome.
Yeah.
Him wanting a shirt. So.
And the other thing I liked on the panel was that, man, they can just go into character like that. I mean, no preparation. I mean, I know that's their job, but it was just cool to see them like just transition into tracks, like Michael going into tracks, going into Cosmos, Hal going into Snarl, and they're even doing other characters that they never did. It was just really awesome to see. Poor Samantha though was just kind of there, but oh well.
I heard in the Women in Animation panel that it was really awesome with all 3 of them, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think the G1 panel was the best panel for her. She was in one episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, that would be like getting the guy DEF CON, in there, or the guy that created Nightbird. It's
Yeah, I was gonna say like I think they almost had the DEF CON guy on staff because he was interested in it, but I guess that fell through. And which that would have been neat, but again, you're gonna ask them one question. I think I don't know. It just they should have tried finding another panel for her beyond the women, or they should have repeated the women in animation panel, if that. But she did also do the script reading too, and I heard that was really awesome.
Yeah.
Real quick, punctuality. If about as far as the data recovery, I'll shoot you a message or invite after we finish this, so we can figure out what we need to do. Anything else that pretty much kind of covers it? I mean, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I think we all did. We got a few hauls. You want to kind of cover those? I don't know if I guess we won't show off everything, or you don't have to, or you can. I wanted to show off my favorite piece, though, and it was actually the cheapest one. Dakota, you want to go first since you got all the Botcons? Like
nope.
50,000
I didn't want to do my haul.
Are you gonna do it on your video or on your channel? Okay.
Yep.
What was your favorite piece? Just share that with us.
My favorite piece? Oh God, it's probably one that I haven't even opened yet. Because I mean, dude, I got a lot of stuff. I mean, there's stuff that's coming back in one of those 2 giant boxes that I'll probably. Oh, hey, I picked that up. I picked up Warden. I'll also say a couple of things. I picked up Warden and Mania King. As far as third-party stuff goes, but favorite piece, God. I think I'd want to say my Primal Prime. I've been just gravitating towards that Primal Prime, and I don't know if it's because like I put that together. I took it off the sprue, I painted it, and it may have something to do with the TLC in it. But then again, like I look at Ape Link and I'm like, oh my God, I really like that Ape Link. So, I mean, dude, I really don't know, and I just got hot. I actually just started messing with the figures, because I didn't really mess with them all weekend. Josh did, and
Transformers
finally opened them up. Yeah, so I'm finally like enjoying my box set. And I only shipped the foam back because that's all it would fit. So I'm waiting on the box to get here. But yeah, I find it to be Ape Link, or not Ape Link, Primal Prime. Both of them. Screw it, both of them.
What about you, Jaim? Like, got a favorite piece, or if you want to say your hauls, it doesn't matter.
The favorite, I'm just gonna throw it out there. The favorite thing that I picked up during the whole con was aloe vera, because that really helped my knees, because they were burning like crazy. So that was probably the best pickup. But now picking up that RC, actually, because I was wanting to get that RC for a while, the 2001 Botcon RC. And then to have Susan Blue, sealed in box for $100. That was just a steal. And then on top of that, to get Susan Blue to autograph it was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And then getting some, Beast Wars stuff. I mean, and stuff like that. I mean, I was able to pick up Magna Boss, the Japanese, set. So that was cool. And I just random stuff. So, but the RC definitely is my favorite pickup of that whole thing.
I picked up a couple of Masterpiece. Picked up a couple of G1. I actually bought a Botcon, or I guess that's not a Botcon figure. It's a Collectors Club figure. What's his name? I don't even know what his name is.
Oh, you picked up Depth Charge. Yeah.
Depth Charge? Yeah. The reason I bought him is because I decided that I wanted that Skybite. And so Depth Charge is basically just going to be like his son.
His son.
That's how I'm going to display him. He's going to put him on his shoulder. I'm going to put him on his shoulder, and he's just like holding on to him, So, my favorite piece, though, and because I've looked all over the internet for a kind of like little cute 6-shot, you know, because you guys see like for Cybercast that always try to find these like little cute, funny looking pictures of these Transformers, and yeah, I like it. I think it's awesome. I would love a cartoon series like this, or kind of like the little kids Logic guys, you know, with the super deformed little figures. I think it's awesome, and I was like, here's my chance to get 6-shot the way I want him, and at the same time, I even told her what kind of pose I want him. I told him I wanted him to look kind of a little bit depressed and stuff like that. Just, it's not inked, or she's got a little bit of red on there, but I wanted to show this off. Did just a fantastic job on that. Absolutely love this. She signed it down there at the bottom. He's just, you know, everybody left him back at the base and just sitting in a corner. But that's my favorite piece, just because I saw the Lucky Draw 6-shot, which is, you know, 20 made, 3,500 bucks the guy was wanting. Well, this is a 1 of 1. Like, the lady actually had to, okay, look on her phone to see how 6-shot looked. So I know that she's never done it before, and she was the only one there that was really kind of doing stuff like this. Everything else was kind of like the streamlined looking comic, you know, animation and artists like that. So it's a 1 of 1, and I'm the only one that has it. And I told her the pose I wanted, so it's not, you know, it's mine. And it was the cheapest thing. It was $15. I mean, it was the best thing I bought the whole, the whole week. Even though I do like all the other stuff as well. So, anything else you guys want to cover?
No.
It was a fun experience. It was cool. I enjoyed it for my first Botcon. So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We will have the Cybercast with everything loaded up on that thing for like 2 weeks worth. Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can catch that live. Otherwise, it'll be in video form afterwards. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys want to go ahead and sign out, Dakota?
Yeah, Dakota, you can find me everywhere at PrimalSabbath.
Jaim?
And I'm Jaim, VictorySaber77. You can find me Twitter and YouTube.
And I am Josh, also known as G1 Hextron. You can find me G1 Hextron on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron. So, and also our community stuff is our website, cybercastnetwork.com, Twitter, CybercastNet, Facebook page, Cybercast Network, and our YouTube channel, Cybercast Network, which these guys are going to be putting some videos on. Hopefully I can recover. It may take a little bit longer, but maybe I can recover this stuff, and then you'll finally get it. So hopefully that turns out okay. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll be able to come next year and just come up, say hi, and we can take pictures and stuff like that, and just kind of talk for a minute. So talk to you guys later. Bye.
See you
later.